Life Unrehearsed, brought to you by Lianas Senior Transition Support, helping you navigate home care and senior residences.
And welcome back to Life Unrehearsed. I'm Matt Delvecchio. You know, there's a wonderful non-profit organization in Vaudreuil near the border of St. Lazare and Hudson, and it's called a Horsetail Rescue, or AHT Rescue. I have Mike Grenier on the line. Mike is the executive director of a Horsetail Rescue. Mike, welcome back to Life Unrehearsed.
Hey, Matt. How are you doing?
Doing very well. Thank you for joining me here. You know, I saw something on social media, and you've got a fundraiser coming up. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And I said, geez, it would be a real feel-good story. Just love what you and the many, many volunteers that are doing at a Horsetail Rescue for our listeners. Maybe give a description of what is a Horsetail Rescue.
And actually, the song you started off the segment with was Rolling Stones' Wild Horses. And this takes me back to how I actually got hooked in the organization. I was out one day in the paddock, warm sun, horses. I was just by myself with the horses. The neighbor was playing that song, and it just hit me. I said, there's nothing like being in the surroundings of animals who depend on humans for their care and for second chances, and an opportunity to be able to give back. So that's what a Horsetail Rescue is giving second chances to those in need. So horses that do pass through our gates, but also more importantly, the volunteers that help out, giving them opportunity to be involved in an organization that is giving back to not just horses, but to humans. And certainly through our experience program, we give back to the special and specific needs groups. So it's an organization that's actually, full circle, giving second chances to horses, but more importantly to humans that help out or need our care as well.
I love that. And talk about a full circle. Mike, you recently received a few rock star horses from the SPVM, didn't you?
Yes. It's a testament, I think, to the care we offer. The initial horse that did pass through our gates from the SPVM was Patriot about a year or so ago. They saw the care that Patriot received, and then next came Sunny, and following Sunny came Goliath just about a month ago. So we have three that are here with us in retirement, and it's a testament to the care our volunteers offer, and our barn manager Caroline Handy provides is first class. So the SPVM recognized this. They valued that in having the three horses come our way, and more importantly, they have offered to come out during our fundraiser coming up this Saturday to be present to explain to the public what the cavalry horses actually lived through to help, protect and serve our Montreal residents, but also how a horsetail has helped to provide them an opportunity for retirement.
Love it. Retired horses indeed. So just can you describe, Mike, what is a typical day at a Horsetail Rescue?
Well, it depends on the day. If we look at today, I'm sure everybody's nice and warm and cozy at home and like, I don't want to get on the roads. I don't want to get out. But our volunteers is 365, 3 feeds a day, morning, breakfast or lunch. They're out caring for the animals. So on a day like today, we still have feeders that are going out, still giving of themselves and volunteering and caring for the animals because they believe. They feel valued in the work that they provide in feeding these horses, every day. Battling the elements, whether it's plus 30 to minus 30, and especially on adverse conditions like today and having to deal with, bridge closures and so forth and adverse, road conditions. But they still come out and they give it their all. So we are very, very, lucky to have the volunteers that help us, and it makes it all worthwhile.
You're listening to Life Unrehearsed. Matt Delvecchio here, and I'm talking with Mike Grenier. Mike is the executive director of a Horsetail Rescue, and these volunteers are really special. I think what a lot of listeners may not realize is that, from what I understand, Mike, the horses stay outside for most of the year, almost all of the year. Thus, the elements like today, they're staying out there, and the volunteers got to tough it out and work with them. Is that correct?
You got it. The air and the conditions are better for them outside. They grow a thick winter coat. They have shelters if need be. They will get blanketed if we see the conditions change, bad, or they will come in if the conditions get too slippery and so forth. But still, 9 times out of 10, the volunteers are dealing with these big kids outside, and you've got some of them ranging between 1,300, 1,800, 2,000 pounds. It's not like as if you're working indoors; you're working out in the elements. So our volunteers are a top breed. Very special indeed.
Special indeed, and in numbers, right? We're not talking a dozen volunteers here.
No. We manage. We have about our membership is about plus 400 plus 420, of which 100 give them themselves firsthand to volunteer, take them out to the barn in some capacity, whether it's feeding the horses on a regular basis every day, or joining committees or our programs, whether it's our sponsorship program for horses or our program that gives back to the community for special and specific needs. Everybody has something to give, and we try to find the right niche or the right opportunity that for you to be successful and for us to be successful.
And Mike, you need these volunteers, need people like yourself and Carolyn Handy, like you talked about. So what are some of the challenges that you are facing in running this incredible rescue?
Well, every year it changes. We had a period of COVID, which was an experience in everybody on its own. Certainly this past year, we've seen the economic slowdown has certainly affected most charities. So when you've got $1 to spend, you spend it on gas, groceries, or give to a charity. We've certainly seen that donations have decreased, but most charities, and just like ours, our needs don't change. The horses need to be fed every day. They need to receive their medication. They need to receive the veterinary care. So that pushes us to try to be creative in our fundraising activities. Of which one we got coming up this following Saturday. But, bridge closures, road closures kind of affect us. So we're hoping that things will be smooth because we certainly need the people to come out in masses for next Saturday.
Listening to Life Unrehearsed, and I'm talking with Mike Grenier, who's the executive director of A Horsetail Rescue. Now, Mike, you've talked about this fundraiser. It's upcoming on December 9th, a very important fundraiser for you. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, it's we generally have an open house every month for the public to come out and learn more about us. But 3 times a year we have special open houses where the volunteers come out in masses to be able to help welcome the public, where you get guided tours around the facility to learn more about us, but as well as how to care for these horses. So the kids, that come out. We've got the Montreal Police Cavalry will be coming out in person, so the police women we'd be there to be able to inform the visitors about what it was like for these horses to stand and protect and serve for Montreal residents. We've got bake sale and craft sale, but most importantly, there's a guy in a red suit that's going to be there welcoming the kids to be able to get to hear their Christmas wishes or needs and get their photo taken. So rather than waiting in line at Fairview, you'll be able to have, firsthand time with Santa next Saturday.
I heard the big guy is going to be there. That's wonderful. Mike, I want to thank you very much for telling us a little bit more about A Horsetail Rescue and wish you all the best in your fundraiser.
Again, Matt, thank you very much for having us. It's always a pleasure and always appreciate your time.
If people want to look up Horsetail Rescue, where do they find you? Oh, we lost you. So it's A Horsetail Rescue, AHT Rescue. Just look them up online, AHT Rescue. It's Mike Grenier, Executive Director of A Horsetail Rescue. Next week on Life Unrehearsed, Dress for Success, Empowering Women in Partnership with the EMSB. Grief and bereavement support during the holidays, not always easy during this time of year, and what to do if you don't have a doctor. Thank you for tuning in to Life Unrehearsed. As a reminder, for all your inquiries or assistance with life transitions, elder care planning, and the senior living industry, it'd be my pleasure to help. You can find out more if you look up Lianas Senior Transition Support. That's Lianas, Lianas, Senior Transition Support. Many thanks to our technical producer, Dean. Appreciate all your work, and you can listen to Life Unrehearsed here on CJD 800 every Sunday at 4 p.m.